My name is Calliope, daughter of the sky god Zeus, and muse of much renown. Sit here, at my perfumed feet, as my poem unfolds before you, an epic that springs from the depths of the sea and finds its end upon strange shores. For this is your story, the story of Argonus, son of Argus the shipbuilder and friend to Jason the hero. Our tale begins like many a sailor's story before it, with tragedy and a lilting song that carries from one dark wave to the next. Awaken. Book 1. The Blight. A frozen scream is etched upon the face of bewitched Typhus, helmsman of the Argo. Never again shall he foretell the rising of black waves. This wild sheep appears interested in nothing more than the grasses that grow upon this beach. The water that flows from these rocks would keep even the most stalwart from discerning what lies beyond. The death that haunts this isle did not spare even a child from its sorcerous wrath. No craftsman could sculpt a child so lifelike, nor create that which now stands lifeless. Abundant with boughs of leaves, this mosaic appears to be made of limestone, and thus surprisingly light. This statue is of Amphitrite, Queen of the Sea. Sadly, the goddess did little to hinder the decimation that litters these rocky shallows. This statue would appear newly struck, as the salt of the sea has yet to assail its stone. This hound was not spared the fate that befell the other inhabitants of this isle. 'Tis naught but a fisherman's net, set so the west winds can reach its sodden threads. While man may have birthed this massive sculpture from the isle's bedrock, deep waters now embrace it as their own. This rotten timber is too small to be a yard for the mast. Cracked and splintered, this wooden plank will serve a vessel no more. Whether spooked or merely provoked, the stallion launches itself from the cliffside before mighty wings carry it far above the awestruck sailor below. A semblance of Pasiphae, the immortal daughter of the sun god Helios, guards the entrance into this mountain. Massive stone doors are cradled by the sheer cliff face. This statue is of Minos, the king of Crete, and son of Zeus and Europa. Though salty mists shroud their form, there is no denying the women upon the rocks. For even from here, the lure of the siren's song is strong. Nearly 200 men high, the massive bronze soldier stands silent, enthralled by the euphonious song rising from below. "'Tis Palamonius, son of Olenane Lernus, whose bodily frame and valor no man could match. The head of a once giant stone statue lies half hidden in tall grass and underbrush. An unseen hand forces Argonus from his feet and into a dense thicket skirting the stone path. A soothing voice murmurs in his ear as the sailor witnesses the passage of things only spoken of in tall tales, and even then, in whispers. "Be quiet for but a moment," the voice counsels. Once the otherworldly creatures fade from sight, Argonus pulls himself from the dust and gazes skyward. Before him, held aloft, is a handsome woman, replete with glory and power. How many times must fair Athena save one man? The immortal asks, her head tilted with uncommon grace, her eyes soft. Before words can form on Argonus's lips, she continues. "'Tis not a query to be answered so readily, sailor of the Argo. Shadows gather," she says. "There is a blight upon this isle. Have you not seen its handiwork? The flesh of your companions no longer flesh. Their bones that of the earth." The woman's eyes drop. "I fear my own hand may have set these dire events into motion. For this, I will make amends. But know well, many of your brethren yet live, for I have seen them with my own eyes. Find them, Argonus of Crete, and as I did for your father before you, I shall provide a boat and passage from this isle. You have the word of fair Athena." Not a heartbeat later, the goddess is gone, and breath gladly returns to the sailor's lungs. The statue is certainly that of the hero, Oileus, peerless in courage and strong in spirit. 'Tis Phalurus of the Ashen Spear. His father, great Alcon, shall never again welcome home his prodigal son. One can become extremely ill, consuming the berries from this black nightshade. No doubt struck by the hand of an Argonaut, the head of the Hydra lies lifeless, its flesh still warm to the touch. No doubt struck by the hand of an Argonaut, the head of the Hydra lies lifeless, its flesh still warm to the touch. Hail, strong Ereботes, the son of Iris, skilled in the seer's art of seeing between the mortal coil and the dark veil beyond. Paul Canthus, son of Abas. Never was there a sailor more eager to quest or raise weapons against a common foe. It is said that he was granted an enchanted weapon from Ares himself. Calais was a welcome comrade and could fashion ships to make trial of the seas with heavy oars. Taenarus has lost a great son in Euphemus. He was the most swift-footed of men, and was wont to skim the swell of endless seas. 'Tis the visage of strong Asterius, son of Hipparasius, who stood 20 of men against the Gagenes on the land of the Doliones. If not for its stone plight, this Methosian Hydra is like the one said to have been brought low by Heracles during his 12 labors. This wayfarer's spear is both a formidable weapon and a sailor's crutch. Long, twisted necks adorn the pitted surface of this stone tablet. This child was not struck down by mortal ills, but surely by something that is beyond this world. This young woman, most likely a temple worshipper, seems to have been frozen in time. Finding a trinket such as this upon these shores, let alone within the boughs of this tree, must surely be a portent. This grotesque statue is that of Honorable Castor, skilled to guide swift-footed steeds.